Three people have been killed and more than 30 wounded after a suicide bomber attacked a police escort for a polio vaccination team in Pakistan. The attack happened in the country's southwest near the city of Quetta. Pakistan's Taliban, also known as the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or the TTP, have claimed responsibility. This comes 2 days after the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan or TPP militants ended a ceasefire with the government. Pakistan authorities have been fighting the TTP for years. In June, they entered into a shaky ceasefire agreement. Zahid Gishkori, he's head of Sama Television Network's Premier Investigation Unit, is standing by for us in Islamabad. Mr. Zahid, both police and the public appear to have been targeted in this bomb attack and also taking place around a vaccination center. What is the motive of this kind of attack?
Today, three personnel killed as the attack was occurred. And this is the seventh attack recently after June this year on polio workers, and four of them occurred in the province of Balochistan, which witnessed more trouble. In the country, it happened first time that Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan claimed the responsibility, and 60% of violence rise in the country in the recent past because 133 terror attacks occurred in the past 11 months in the country, and 51 terror attacks occurred this month in last 30 days. It means that terror and violence is coming back to Pakistan after 2014, and particularly when it comes to attack the polio workers. 3 cases reported out of total 22 recently polio cases reported in Pakistan, and the militant have been targeting these workers because there is an attachment and appeal to them with international community and international efforts to eradicate polio from Pakistan. And since 2012, I can tell you that 101 polio worker killed in the country, which shows that how these workers have been vulnerable when this effort is going on to eradicate this disease and pandemic, cases of polio. But one most important thing is giving a strong message today that Taliban, after the ceasefire, they announced in their public statement today that they took the revenge of Khorasani, who was killed earlier this year. Yes, please.
Mr. Zahid, pardon me, very quickly, if you could very quickly tell us why attack vaccination teams? They are in principle without any kind of, they carry no message beyond helping the population. That's the first question. Very quickly answer that. And also the timing of this taking place 2 days after the ceasefire was called off. What is the ceasefire all about, and what does the end of the ceasefire mean in terms of more attacks happening, as you just mentioned? Very quickly.
About polio workers, because it has been very soft target in different parts of country, and that's where the militant and band outfits have been putting them on the target. And secondly, the timing is very crucial because the announcement of ending ceasefire just came out 48 hours ago in Pakistan, and then the change of command, military command occurred in Pakistan, and the pitfall and the outcome and the president, the end of this ceasefire, Taliban announced to target different security organizations and government institutions across the country. They announced this because the negotiation failed. There were multiple reasons behind this failure of this negotiation. One, the regime was changed in Pakistan, the civilian government, and secondly, now there is a change of command in the military leadership. So Pakistan was trying to engage Afghan Taliban to bring Taliban, the TTP, on negotiation table, but talks were going on. and they sometimes there seemed to be a success story, but it doesn't happen. And it has a history of failure of talks when it comes to TTP. And as I told you, that the violence in the country is increasing, and 60% is now up as compared to the last year, which gives a load of message that how country was vulnerable to violence again, as TTP was trying to get its footprint across the country to regain the momentum which once it continues to enjoy in 2014 and 15 and 13 when there was the violence. But this time, the announcement and the timing and the responsibility they took today.
Pardon me, Mr. Zahid, I'm afraid we've really run out of time, but thank you so much for putting this attack into context for us. Zahid Gishkori reporting to us there from Islamabad.